Both fighters focusing on the body early, but now Pacquiao lands his left hand twice. And again, and the blinding speed of Pacquiao is apparent, and Morales chases him across the ring and says, let's fight. If you come close to hurting Erik Morales, he's coming right at you. Blocked, but doing damage anyway.
Doing some good work to the body, which we haven't always seen him do.
And he lands a right hand upstairs. Morales is hurt.
His body's hurt. He hurt Morales' body. Really bad.
So the power is showing up as Morales wobbles away and then turns around and fighting to pin Pacquiao.
Now he takes the lead.
And Morales lands upstairs.
Hand.
Take him in the deep water like that.
Just took the left hand there, and it drove Morales back into the ropes.
On Pacquiao, he is the bigger guy.
Good hard right hand by Morales. Pacquiao comes on with the left. Rounds when Marquez was dominant.
And that's what it looks like he's doing, but right there, good straight right lead by Morales.
Drove Pacquiao back. Now he lands the left too. Hard right hand coming up underneath by Pacquiao.
They have a good right hand and a good left hook by Morales.
It's going to make it. Now Pacquiao lands and drives Morales into the corner. And Erik is just avoiding a very smart fight by Erik Morales so far. And he bangs Pacquiao with two right hands. And Manny tries to fire away, and Erik still picks his...
To Erik.
Yeah, Erik has an iron jaw and has had all of his career.
Took a hard left hand, landed a body shot, and another right hand upstairs. The crowd is getting very excited.
Pacquiao's
a disciplined boxers fight.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Morales with a hard right hand coming back. And I think it's clear right now, Manny Pacquiao isn't going to deck Erik Morales.
For the body, it's going to be a long night for Pacquiao.
Now Pacquiao gets more accurate as he pops Morales with short punches from close range. The left hand from time to time. Erik Morales is taking some of the sap out.
I think in part what's going on here is
you ain't never boxed before. You got to know boxing in order to see what's happening here. You ever boxed before? Can land a shot that can put the other guy out, like Larry's saying. But Morales is in the do.
Hard left hand.
Good left hook by Morales.
Inside. Pacquiao never saw it coming. There's another left hook he didn't see. There's a right uppercut that landed too. Pacquiao's doing some damage. Morales is landing the higher quality shots. It's Pacquiao who's bleeding from his right eye.
Bad.
Big time.
Who is the chief medical officer.
And Morales once again getting an opportunity right into Morales' mouth, and Erik just looks at it. As if to say, I'm a bigger man. You're fighting at 130. Welcome to my neighborhood. That if the referee, Joe Cortez, is the one who ruled that the cut was caused by a punch, not a headbutt, that decision can't be changed. Pacquiao clearly feels as though he's going to need a knockout. He's trying to get it. Good flurry by Pacquiao.
He's taking a little break, maybe a little tired, maybe a little windy, or he could be playing possum. You never know about Cherry Blake.
They want to let Pacquiao punch himself out a little bit, and then turn things around like this.
You never know about Cherry Blake. He's a smart fighter.
The doctor looked at that cut. The good judge will make a note.
Have in the previous two rounds, I mean. So he may have found something. They are trading some very good punches.
Right hand over the top by Morales. Right hands to the body. Pacquiao lands a sizzling left. Pacquiao, Cortez let him have it. Great right hand lead. As he hammers that right hand down the chute and goes back to the body with a vicious shot.
Yeah, that had to hurt real bad.
Great left hand by Morales stops Pacquiao in his tracks. Right hand wobbles him again. Morales senses a chance. Pacquiao comes back. Got to be careful about letting your hands go against Pacquiao, but Morales feels strong now. What a brilliant round. Promoter Fernando Beltran, after listening, oh my goodness, stop the story and cover the action. He's using his greater skills and craft to school somebody who was a sensation.
And he's coming in after
a moment of inkling that he doesn't have a chance. He's got a good chance. He just hurt Morales with a right hand.
He's still in the fight in a major way, and he's not giving up here. He's showing something I don't think we ever seen from him.
Great right hand from Morales.
Wanted.
Care what kind of gloves they got on. This would be a bloodbath regardless, and it would be just like it's happening right now.
Hard right hand by Pacquiao.
But does he have the energy to finish it? Because he did land a good shot.
He got another one in there. Another left hand. And now Morales goes forward. Erik Morales can't stand to be hurt. He has to go back at his guy.
Come on.
Now Morales wants his moment. Drives Pacquiao back with a jab and a right hand. Manny takes advantage of the chance to flurry and pops Erik again. Born in a boxing gym, has had an extremely active career, and it's going to get hot again down the stretch. What a right hand by Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble. Morales wobbled him with that right. Let's see if Erik can finish his man.
Be very careful here. He's trying to get him, but he better be very careful. Man.
I think it's Pacquiao's mouthpiece.
It's Pacquiao's mouthpiece, without a doubt.
Look at Pacquiao strafing Morales with left hands, even while fighting without the mouthpiece. And now Morales gets his shot.
I believe it.
I do too. Staying more out of harm's way.
Whoa.
Sensing that Pacquiao may have trouble seeing with the right eye. Good straight right hand. You know what that means.
If Barrera handled Morales twice and Pacquiao demolished Barrera, why is Morales doing so good against Pacquiao?
They go against Pacquiao's left hand.
Yeah,
That's the big one.
I don't know why he would fight Pacquiao.
Why in the world would he switch southpaw?
That seems dumb to me. I don't understand that.
His father told him, don't do anything stupid. Please be cautious. He switched southpaw and got hit by a massive left hand. I think Morales wants to fight.
I know he wants to fight. Oh
my gosh. Talk about going into the jaws of the lion. You'll find greater passion, greater intensity, greater courage, greater commitment, greater sheer guts than what these two guys are showing you. This is boxing at its best.
See, he's just stubborn, not going to be out there in the southpaw position. I don't know why he would do this. That was crazy of him to even do that.
What a fight!
15 to 1-13 to the winner by unanimous decision. De la zona norte, Tijuana, México, Erik, el terrible Morales.
Good luck. Buena suerte.
In the last 20 seconds, you saw Pacquiao twice land the straight left. Now a really big shot so far. This is the way the first fight went. They loosened up and traded punches most of the way. Morales backs Pacquiao up with a big right hand. Almost knocks him down with a right hand. Stuns Pacquiao as he jabs and right crosses him into the corner. He has to be a two-handed fighter instead of a one-handed fighter.
That makes a big difference because if I was training someone to fight, I might have him primarily looking for a straight left through the middle. There it is.
A hard left hand by Pacquiao backs Morales up. And another hard left touches up Morales and momentarily stuns Erik. But Morales always fights back when he's stunned.
There's so much for the boxing.
The war is on.
What separates fighters like Morales is they won't take a punch for an answer. They're going to reply. Pacquiao says he's got the punches gloves.
Manny, the crowd chants. And he almost knocks Morales down with the left.
Yeah, the straight lefts are landing right between the gloves.
And Morales has not stopped the straight left hand at all tonight.
No, he doesn't have any defense. The only defense he has is to just fight.
Pacquiao just missed with a left that might have sent Morales home early.
But Manny Pacquiao is throwing that left with abandon.
Hard right hand by Morales over the top. And a left hook by Morales. And now he's got Pacquiao on the defensive. They trade combinations. It's Morales who dominates the exchange. And he goes back to work with the jab and the right hand. If Pacquiao isn't stopping Morales' right, Morales isn't stopping Pacquiao's left.
It's a good thing that both of these guys have good chins.
But his face is getting marked now. His nose is broken and twisted to one side.
And it's given new energy to Pacquiao, too.
No question, Pacquiao has rearranged Morales' nose with, I believe, his right hand. He's never been knocked out.
Well,
Manny Pacquiao has never won a decision on American soil.
Well, Pacquiao's goal tonight is to try to knock out Morales, be the first guy to knock him out.
What a round for Manny Pacquiao. He completely dominated the sixth, and Morales wobbles back to his corner.
And the expression on his face was that he knows that he's in trouble.
Morales catches him with a left hook, turns it back around for the moment. Scraping Pacquiao against the ropes with lefts and rights. Manny looking to get in a left-hand shot. Backs Morales off. Here comes the Mexican Warrior again. What incredible competitors both of these guys are. Just when you think they are fading, they come back.
Yeah, but Morales looks a little weak there.
Oh, hard right hand by Pacquiao after Morales landed a good job. Erik tries to load up on one big punch and misses it. Pacquiao is getting more and more accurate as these rounds progress. There's a hard left hand over the top.
Morales' legs are gone.
And they trade at close range, and now Pacquiao's hands are quicker. As Morales begins to lunge and reach, his legs are leaving him, his hands don't move at the same speed, and Pacquiao's more and more assertive as the fight goes on.
And going more to the body, Jim.
And Erik Morales backed away to avoid contact, something you may never previously have seen in his career.
Okay, Danny, he's all done. He's all done. It's over, son.
It would not be surprised for me to see him go down for the first time.
Pacquiao seizing the initiative again. Hard left hand stops Morales in his tracks there. Erik with his hands at his sides as he backs away along the ropes. And he almost did go down on that shot.
Yeah, he's fighting, but his legs are so weak that at any time
and there he goes. Good call, Manny. That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career.
Totally exhausted.
And it seems like he has the same expression that Barrera had on his face when he fought Pacquiao.
And now Morales is going to fall farther behind on the scorecards unless he can knock Pacquiao down. But it's almost impossible to imagine it now.
It's over.
There's the second knockdown and the stoppage. Manny Pacquiao has knocked out the great Erik Morales.
A great victory for Pacquiao.
So Manny thinks that Morales is going to try to impose a fight. Erik Morales had a contract that required both fighters to wear, and he nearly stands down in the middle of the ring and take a right hook from Manny Pacquiao, who was so much better with his right hand in the second fight than in the first. Another right hook lands.
Beating Morales to the punch so far.
And Morales countering with a right hand that knocks Manny back. And Morales again countering properly upstairs. And Pacquiao comes back with his own assault. And both fighters' crowds are on their feet.
This is just a warm.
Right here you see Pacquiao land a right kind of jab hook or whatever you want to call it that Morales just didn't see. He was coming in and didn't see it.
Pacquiao crowd chanting, Manny, Manny, Manny. Morales, who landed some good right hands in the first fight, tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny comes back with a torrent of punches from his own. Packed house, and of course you have two and among ardent, spirited Filipino and Filipino-American rulers for Pacquiao. Another body shot, sweeping right hand, partially blocked. Now Pacquiao lands a right and a left. And another right hook. And a left hand.
Sturdy as compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Down goes Morales on a Pacquiao right hand. Left. And Morales thought that he had Pacquiao in
He got over it, and he doesn't see the punches coming, Jim.
Pacquiao again landing his straight left hand. Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches. And when they trade punches, Morales takes again so many punches, sometimes it's hard to isolate the knockdown punch. Emmanuel, let's take a look.
Here you see Morales coming in with an attack of Pacquiao, but Pacquiao just shoots a punch, which Morales was out of position and knocked him down. A lot body was balanced.
Hit him with both the right and the left, got him to go down. CompuBox numbers in 2, and you see the flurry with which they ended the round.
His jab is a lot better. Even like
It was the case in the first 2 fights. And unlike some punches, Manny does have head movement.
and those and almost really miss another little Aaron Proud the way he punched to the body and then comes up on top.
Erik Morales not afraid to fight with one of the most dangerous punches in the sport.
Some men walk over hot coals.
Right up, the punch that
Hard right hand, stun Morales. Pacquiao's all over it. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. Solid left hand shot by Pacquiao, who did not like Morales saying that he didn't hurt him with punches in the second fight. Pacquiao was insulted by that. He said, okay, I'll hurt him this time. Oh, what a solid left hand by Pacquiao. It's hard to imagine how Morales can last long against this.
well, until he goes out, he's going to be fighting all the way down. He's not going to back up.
What guts by Morales. He straights Pacquiao with right hands, even while on unsteady feet.
And he is hurt.
30 seconds to go. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he wants to finish Morales right here. And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again. Third knockdown of the fight. Morales shakes his head as if to say, I want no more. That is that. Nick Michaelis stops the fight, and Pacquiao has the knockout.